Okay, so this is what I use for stacking photos. I use helicon remote, and then over here, actually here I have to turn my camera on. So my camera is plugged into the computer, and so is the Wii Macro rail itself. So that is now plugged into the software, and I am going to have to make some adjustments to the height of the specimen, and by doing so you'll see that I can move it on the screen, and then we're going to try to get a photo of this guy right here. So you see it's out of focus. That's okay, because we are going to use the software to get it in focus. Now I will usually get it kind of close with my hand. I wish I had a better piece of equipment for that, but we'll get there. So I'll get it so that it's kind of in focus. And also you'll see now there's some hairs in there. This is always a part of the problem. I use a paintbrush, and I am going to go into the specimen here. Sometimes I'll use air, sometimes I'll use hydrosonic bath or whatever it's called, but usually at this point the specimen's clean enough where I can just kind of brush it out with a paintbrush, a soft bristle brush there, and it'll get kind of should get most of the hairs out that way. So now it will take me a minute to get this back into the right spot. Sorry about that. And there we go. Now we're getting close. There we go. Okay, so now we're back in action. I see that those little hairs that were going to interfere with the photo are gone. And I will start to move the Wii Macro rail, and as you can see, the focus distance is changing as we go. There's a tiny little spot down here that's just out of focus, so that's okay. I am going to now set that as my nearest point, and then I will go back the other way, and we are going to set our farthest point. I think I saw another tiny little hair in there, and it looks like it's all out of focus now. So I'm going to set the farthest point, and I think I saw a tiny little hair right up in there. Hopefully that got it. I'm going to blow on it real quick too. Sorry about that. All right, so now we'll look at a couple other things while we're here. So we've got this histogram, and the way these histograms work is if you have peaks, especially on the left or right, that's going to tell you that you're either overexposed or underexposed in those areas. This is not 100% reliable, but I find that it is a pretty darn good tool for taking these pictures. You can see that I actually have my shutter speed set right now at 2 seconds. So I'm going to show you how we can test that here real quick. We're going to go back to where the main part of the photo is kind of in focus here. That's good. So we got a good center spot of this mineral here. And I am going to take a fast preview picture, and it is going to take a picture, and then I'm going to be able to see, am I overexposed or am I underexposed? And it looks like I've got a pretty good exposure here. The histogram agrees, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take a series of photos here. Now, based on the distance I'm at, it's saying 25 out of 75 photos, but there's 75 individual photos that are going to end up being taken here. And I'm just going to set my interval to 1, which is going to mean I'm taking 76 shots. Those 76 shots are at a 0.25 millimeter range. I am not going to let this video run the whole time because that can be kind of time consuming. So I will start the photo process and show you how it goes A couple other things that are happening here that that you can't see on the screen is there is a 1 second delay after I take a photo. So basically what I'm doing is I'm taking a photo, and then the Wii macro rail will actually I'll have a 1 second delay, then the Wii macro rail will move, and then it will take the next photo. And so that is just to prevent any of those movements. That 1 second delay is going to buy me some time so that there's no shake when it's taking the photographs. Other than that, I think we're good to go ahead and push the start shooting button. The Wii macro rail is going to move to the beginning of the photo taking process. And you can hear over here that the camera is now taking pictures. You will see the rail move. There you go. Just tiny little dial turns is all it's doing. And it's gonna do that 76 times. So we will come back after that process is complete.